Well, it's that time of the year again. What the? Twin sunflowers? So you're saying the regular sunflower couldn't make it? So you two did? Okay. And this is 4D build. Easy to assemble. Designed for display. Fácil de montar. Idea. Exposer. Fácil de... I can't read those, unfortunately. I am not in any of those languages, but I think I did the first one right. Because it looks to me to be French. And we have Pikachu 3D model kit / puzzle 3D kit de rum pick up. Hello. That was my cat. Hello, baby. She's happy to see me. Or she's happy that we finally got another Pokemon product after months. Regardless of what she's happy about, this is not your typical 3D model. This is made of panels. I need to cut the top. Why not cut it with the push tool that this thing provides? Do-dee-dee-dee, opening the thing. Do-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-ding. And let's just get the instructions right here. And we can begin. If some of the bits are too tedious, I'm just going to time-lapse them. So, step 1, AO1 and AO3. That's a popular website. And so we take AO3 over here, and what we do with I need to organise myself a little bit better. We take AO1 over here, flip it like this, push these little dingle-dongs through, whatever they are. Yeah, I know what they are there for. They're there to stop it from getting damaged during any kind of anything. And also to give us something to assemble and all, but like, I'm going to call them dingle-dongs if you like them or not. Or if you like it or not, rather. Unless you do like dingle-dongs. In which case, me too. We take this piece, and this piece. We do a little bit of folding over here, and we just make like a, I don't know, and slot it in. Just like this. And then we need AO2, which is the prequel to a popular website. And it should, if it's correct, which it is, look like this. Like another chicken nugget. And what you do with that is quite similar to the first one. However, with one difference. It's on the other side. I know, shocking. We're getting really inventive here. And now, this is not very Pikachu-like currently, but that is going to change within the course of however long the video is, which is probably going to be at least 15 minutes, I'm assuming. And the next pieces we need are 3 pieces. C11, C12, and A14. That's one of my least favourite roads. Not because anything happened to me on it, but just because I don't like it very much. Now you have these 3 pieces, there's no real secret as to what you're doing next, because it's in fact very obvious. In case you weren't following, which if you weren't, you should be, and you should also subscribe, by the way. Hashtag I'm bad at segueing into subscription things. This goes in no particular direction, so I'm just going to put it in like this. And this also doesn't go in any particular direction, so I'm just going to put it like this. And now it looks a little something like this. Still not very Pikachu-like. If anything, it looks more like a shelf. And what do we put on the Pikachu shelf? Well, in the next step, it tells you. That was just step 1, by the way. Step 2 involves none of that. Great. A lot of the A pieces go on this time. Get A11, A10, A12. I've not been on any of those roads. They sound like roads, and if they are roads, I don't like them. And now we have these pieces. What do? Let's consult our biblical... What am I saying? Consult my... Actually, no, this you feel included, so... a little book. And our holy scripture says... Just do that, really. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you don't like that, well, I don't know what to say to you. Just follow rules more, I guess? Conform to societal norms or something. Then if the norms are following buildable model instructions, you do that unless you do kit bashes, in which case, I love you. And now it looks... Shit. Camera died halfway through, sorry about that. And, yeah, that step's done now, so we can continue with A04, A06, and B02. And it's these 3 pieces, which are very varied, as opposed to the others, which aren't, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say, really. I'm just yapping. Because that's what I do around these parts. So, from what it looks like, it doesn't go all the way on unless I popped out the wrong bit. In which case, then that's a bit embarrassing if I did. Yeah, I think I did. To the come on. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't actually. Okay, it's a bit odd, but yeah, that's what it looks like, at least on mine. And then the other pieces, they just go in their respective bits with slots. Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind, I did it the wrong direction up. Oopsie, my bad, I'm tired. Very sleepy. And A04 has the 8 tab, so the 8 tab will just sol up there. And there we go, it's now just got more ends, really. It's not any more Pikachu-like. When is this thing going to become more Pikachu? Well, keep watching and you'll find out. I didn't time-lapse those parts, but oh well, who's really keeping track? And that's right, I'm keeping track, and it will bug me till the day I die. Or at least until I remember. And these 2 steps are very easy, you just keep sorting parts onto this. It's more or less just it's just an inner Pikachu skeleton, although this isn't what I think a Pikachu's insides would look like. But, you know, everyone has their own anatomical interpretations of number 25, the electric mouse Pokemon. But yeah. Let's continue. Well, another step of I just dropped the tool onto my little hard drive. Oopsie doo. I keep my Wii hacks on there. A13 goes just here. A05, which is A05. That slots here. A lot of this is just, as you'd probably expect, push fit. And I don't inherently have a problem with push fit because at the time of recording this, which is very, very early May, Warhammer Armageddon box got announced and it's mostly full of push fit orcs. And I like push fit. So, yum. Yummy yum. Oh, let's put this to one side for now. Because we're dealing with a new thing. A strange assembly. Spherical even. What could it be? Took me a little longer to get those pieces out, but who cares? Who actually gives? I'm just building this and having fun. And if you don't like fun, what are you doing here? Fun's my thing. I'm just the one that has the fun. And if you don't like that, then I'm afraid to say there's not a place for you here. And just like that, we have a chicken nugget again, but this time it's smaller. And next we add to the chicken nugget. I think I'm gonna try and batch do those steps just to save you guys a little bit of time. You're welcome. Whizzing through those. Oh, I just accidentally leant on my Switch 2 controller. Oops. You don't need to know that I was trying to play Pokopia. And what I'm going to assume goes on next is that slots in somewhere there and creates a weird chicken nugget. Oh my god, I need to move that. Yeah, game chat. There we go. Step 4. Yeah, I'm going to whiz through that one too. Stopping the time lapse there for a second because the next step is a pretty big one and I want to catch it on camera. Not be big to you, but it's big to me. So what? And now, look at this beast of a 2 chicken nuggets. I sure do wonder what it's gonna look like. It's not like I showed it off at the beginning or anything, you know. But, yeah. One more step on this page, and then I think we start with... We don't start with any outer casing, never mind. I'm gonna do the outer casing uncut. Just like that, this is done. The doorbell just went. Okay, so the next steps are the legs. So let's just blitz through those. You know, the Pokemon scale models are pretty fun to make. I think I might get the Reshiram, Zekrom, and maybe White and Black Kyurem too. And we bring back the vessel. And we do a little bit of ooh, oh, I dare say. Can't have to push it. There we go. There we go. Now he's looking a little more, you know, not like a husky lump. We still got a bit of a ways to go before he's truly not a husky lump anymore. And we'll just get on with that in a, you know what? Jump cut time. Woo! And now this thing has legs. It kind of looks like a fetus now. A really weird yellow fetus with lots of waffle holes in it. And whatever that is going on the sides. Well now, what's next? If we just... It's beginning to look a lot like the outer shell. Somewhere it goes. We pop this bit out. Bonk the bonk. So it's... I'm trying to figure out which way around this goes. This way? Yeah, this way. Just fold the bit. And then it looks as though it covers... Let me just get the instructions real quick. It covers here. And it also covers here. and it doesn't look like it covers anywhere else. Odd, but he's gaining scales now. What do we do? He's got fracking scales. There we go, and that's another panel on him attaching his flesh piece by piece. That's just really weird, actually. Eh. And then we just punch the holes into the little guy, and then of course we do the following. Slot that. Just on there. Right, with those three pieces on, he's beginning to gain his weird scales now. That's cool and all. Let's not waste any more time. I'm going to do the rest of this page as a time lapse. And just like that, this page is done. Pikachu now has a bit more to him, and I had to fix a little error I made halfway through. I'm surprised I actually caught that as early as I did. But now all the pieces fit together nicely. There's a hole for his tail. Either that, or it's a USB charging port. Yep, it's definitely a tail. Anyway, let's just not dilly-dally or waste any more time. Page 9. Just taking a quick second to pause here. Just finished step number 10. And this is what he looks like now. It's Pikachu, but he's a slug. And only has weird back legs. Look at him though. He looks so much better than a couple of minutes ago. I'd say at least 5 minutes ago tops, he looked like a weird creature made out of waffles. Now look at him, he's a weird creature made out of polygons. This would be some wacky topology, I tell you what. Well now, step 11 is an ear, which is on the E panel, funnily enough. I'm going to do this one uncut, then the other one is going to be done in a time lapse, because that's just how I roll. There's E and H. I didn't know there was another one past that. Where is it? Oh, it's on here? Oh, here it is on here. H10. H11. And E. 36. Take E36 out of its hole. And you slot it. There we go. And you slot it just like this. Naturally, considering this is a build that it is, it's going to need more support. So it's going to need 34 and 38. Ah. I appear to have picked up the wrong piece. Yes, I did in fact pick up the wrong piece. Oopsie. That's my bad. Actually, did I? Yeah. Did. No, I didn't. It just doesn't look right on. It doesn't look right on here, that's all. Never mind, I'm not actually nearly half as I thought. There we go. Crisis averted. Even though it wasn't a crisis. Oh, I'm bending him. I'm bending Pikachu's ear. Pikachu, hold together. There you go. There you go, Peaky boy. Peaky blinder. 35 and 39. I think my storage is starting to run a little low, so I've got to hurry this up. Maybe after this ear, I can just do a time lapse or just skip the rest. When the storage is running low and the files start to grow and the phone that you know seems quite cluttered. There's a pokey in my mon that's gone with the juice. The storage in my heart. Don't forget, there's something, but yeah, I just had to do that one. I'm sorry, terribly not sorry. I love that actually. So we have a good piece of the G06 and G07, and I'm assuming G09 and G08. Yeah, this piece. Okay, this looks a little not wrong, it's just not looking right. So E37, which is a longer piece. You get the shell on it. This piece just does a little bit of shmong. Go 798. So you take, of course, piece number 7, making sure that the blue dot does the blue dot thing. We take the G09. E8, E12, they do their thing. Ugh. G02, which will obviously be a black piece because it's the top of the ear. Let me just go pop, pop, pop. And then we... This is probably gonna make the entire video's length seem a bit daunting, so I'm just gonna time lapse it. My phone ran on low battery while I was doing my time lapses, so you missed out on me putting together one of Pikachu's feet and the rest of the ear. He's looking a lot better now, I can tell you that. And now I'm just going to assemble his arm, and then we just attach that up with the other ear, so I'm just going to time lapse that on afterwards. Yeah.
I used to play football. Well, don't protect my head.
Also got to clean up my bed after this. Because yes, in case you were new, I don't want to do on my bed. Because it's just the most colourful place I can do it. Downside is if it's a messy product, I have to live with the aftermath of that if I don't clean it up right. There's other places I could do it, that I could theoretically have an easier time cleaning up with, but none of them are Sonic themed and none of them are blue. That's for sure. It also makes it just feel a lot nicer to be in. Oh god damn,
I'm gonna eat your brain.
there we go. No, never mind. No. Yep. There we go. There we go. That took a bit of squeezing. Now we need these. Push tool. Get to work. 20. This is a number 11. Burger. Burger. And that's an arm. And the arm obviously goes in the square hole. I mean, the armhole. Just. I said, a little bit, something like this. I might go a little bit, something like this. This is mighty fun. Oh yeah, I might be doing it the wrong direction. Yeah, that'd help if I did it the right way, wouldn't it? Yeah, it really would. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me it. There we go, took a little more grease from my elbow than usual, which is a shame because I just cleaned my elbows. And Pikachu... his arm fell off. Yay! And anyway, the next step is the other side, which I've already done. This side, so it's just gonna get cut. That took a little longer than I thought it would, but we have Pikachu. But something's missing, don't you think? Yep, that's right, a base. What, do you think it'd be his tail? You're wrong. Wrong as possible. Actually, wronger than possible, which is something I didn't even think was possible. Congratulations, you defied the odds. Let's build the base. Okay, now the terrain is complete, we can... well... do the honorary thing. Slot one leg in there. One... and... oh shit. I can just put the hand on in a second, I guess. And the ear, because that likes to fall off as well, apparently. 1 foot in, another foot in. First arm slash paw slash Pikachu. The ear goes back on. And he's on. Now, it really does feel like something's missing. If we look here, something very big is missing. I sure do wonder what it is. That's right, it's the back to the rock. Just here. And now I think I'm done. No, I'm not done yanking your proverbial chain yet, because there's still a couple pieces that we need to insert before we get to the main event. That's right. We start with a little bit of electric. Oh, it's electric. And F15 is the penultimate, the last piece before we get to the big boy. The Hochi Mama. the yo mama. And now that's there, time to stop yanking your chain. Pikachu's tail. We just plug that in and would you look at that? Pikachu himself. Or, yeah, this one isn't the male Pikachu. Yeah, the male Pikachu is finished. But the build is not quite, however. There's still a bit of electric terrain, because that's the move this guy definitely used. He. Wah. Wah. Wow. And of course, what good is... Okay, these are the last two pieces. The last two pieces are nearly there. Nearly there. This took a little longer than I thought it would. In fact, in non-video time, this took me almost a few hours. Because I was intermittently recording here and there, of course, and I'm just taking it a little slower for the camera. Just because I want to make sure I get as many steps on as I can. F08 goes just around this corner. Does it not? Oh, I'm sure it does. There we go. And with the last piece, we just fold. Just like in the game of the cards. Lol. Gambling. Funny. And look at this beauty. Let's just do a spin around. We've come a long way in about a bit. And I'm going to put this somewhere where I can fit it. Will it appear in future videos? I don't know, maybe. Depends if we move some stuff or I show off where all the stuff I've built is. And that is the end of the book. Perfection. Let's... Hey, twin sunflower. Move it. Oh, you've got the lifting power of 2 sunflowers, haven't you? Hey, I thought you said they couldn't make it. Ah, they just ran late. Okay. Well, I've got a bit of cleanup to do now. If you don't want to do this cleanup, then I think you know which button to press. It's the one that, if you're not subscribed, is red or white, depending on what you're using. And also maybe that little bell icon, just because I upload a fair bit. And you probably don't want to miss it, do you? Yep, you see, even this little guy agrees. You shouldn't miss it. He's gonna pee if you don't subscribe. 3, 2... Nah, he's not actually gonna. He's being generous today. He's gonna pee on the floor instead.